Okay, DGP 124 back behind the mic. It's Steven and KP recording on a Sunday, February 8th.
Howdy, KP. Happy Super Bowl Sunday for all our Americans out there. Personally, today, I am a Seahawks fan. Go Seattle. Northwest, who you got, KP?
Today I am a Bad Bunny fan. I just really don't care about
Dale.
the Seahawks. I don't like the Patriots. I don't like. So, and honestly, the game kicks off so late. It starts at 6:30. It's not going to be over until like 11 o'clock, man. I won't even make it till the finish.
Yeah, big shout out to Bad Bunny. Another hate watch tonight. I agree with you. Not a big fan of the Patriots, so that's a hate watch for me. Just got done with a hate watch. Liverpool City just finished 2-1 to City. So yeah, hate watches all day, man.
All day, dude. You know, they've been hitting. Even this one, honestly. I was watching it and I had some captions. I had some things drafted in my notes. I didn't get to post them because of the way it ended. But I was ready, dude. I was ready. Overall, though, I think another lovely weekend being an Arsenal fan. Where we left off before was, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago, right before that Manchester United game, and the energy was so, and that game did not go the way we wanted, but it seems like the team got together. Mikel's out here saying we're having some real chats with ourselves, you know, really looking introspectively.
Yeah, it was 3-2 United. I think we had just recorded before that game. 3-2, that was not a great game. Obviously, there was a kumbaya. There was a circle, everyone sitting crisscross applesauce, that a come to Jesus moment, hopefully. Seems like we're back. I mean, are we back, KP? I don't know if we're back or it's actually just because King KAI Havertz is back officially.
I mean, this pod is going to have a lot of KAI Havertz chat. I'm not going to lie to you. Listeners know, we've been waiting. We've been waiting for this day, dude. And he is really showing out, man. He's really showing out. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for a player chat. Let me just tell you, 4 wins in a row, that's a hell of a response after the game against Manchester United. And it's not the first time this season where we've lost and then we've gone on a huge run. Not just, being unbeaten in a row, but like really winning games. It's been super fun, dude. 4 in a row, clinched first place in the Champions League. That was, I think, the first game against Kairat where Havertz really played and stole the show. And then we clinched a spot in the Carabao Cup final, Chelsea game. Another Havertz moment. I mean, he can't get out of the spotlight, dude.
We are back 4 in a row. I think the only thing that's kind of silly about that is, it's the cup games. The cup games in between. We get out of the cup games. Let's just do these league games. Obviously crushing it in Champions League. First round bye. We love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Final. I know before the season started, people care about Cup. Who cares? I care. I want to win it. I think it's actually cool that we're playing City in the final. I probably would have chosen to play Newcastle because I think I would have felt something a little bit more. I don't really like Newcastle, whereas City's like, you know how we feel about City. It's City, They are who they are. But it'll be a good game. There is a chance, which is crazy, in that, I guess, the round of 16 Champions League, our league game plus the final, there's a chance to play City like 4 times in like the span of a month, which is insane. Don't love that if that actually comes through the ether.
That could be a lot. Dude. It could be a lot of annoying games. I mean, we remember when they came to the Emirates, they played counterattacking football. It was kind of interesting watching them actually today go to Anfield and try to play, right? Both teams. I want to say both teams, dude. Liverpool came to the Emirates, counterattacking football. Man City came to the Emirates. They haven't come to the Emirates yet. Sorry. Oh, no, wait. They did. Counterattacking football. Sorry, I was like tripping up for a second, man. So excited. I'm so excited because we were so top, dude.
It is kind of funny. I think teams really think they can get something off City. That's really the impression that I get. Like Liverpool played us, their home game and the away game. They didn't want any part of the game, right? They were just kind of sitting there seeing how long they can last in the match. They went out today. Like that first half was super ugly. Liverpool looked terrible. Second half, they actually had their moments. But again, City I've never seen so much open space versus City or Liverpool. Like, why can't we get that game? I want to play that game.
Open spaces, crazy, like terrible passes, dude. They were just giving the ball back to each other left and right. That was weird watching it. But overall, you know what? Whatever, man. Still top of the league. Mind a gap. 6 points. Still very good. Very happy. 9. I think if it had gone to 9, actually, a lot of Arsenal fans would have been out here a little too much. So I'm kind of happy with the way that it worked out, right? Don't want to get ahead of our skis, you know?
It's so funny, the narrative. Even watching the game, did you not hear the commentators? Liverpool go up, what was it, 75th minute, 65th minute, that free kick? Let's just say it was 75th. I don't know. It goes in and it immediately changes to, oh, the league might be gone, I don't know if City's going to have enough to get back into this by the end of the season. It finishes 2-1. Oh, the title race. City are right there. The experienced champions are back in the title. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. 10 minutes went by and things have flipped on his head.
The commentating has been out of control recently, dude. That Chelsea game, the commentating on that game was like out of this world. I don't know what they were watching, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. The Chelsea game, the game yesterday versus Sunderland, it was very much like I don't know if Arsenal have enough today. I don't know if they can get it. They really need to find a first goal. They just don't look like, what is going on? I can't figure out what is going on.
What are you watching? What are we watching? I'll tell you what we're watching. We're watching 4-0 wins against Leeds United. We're watching 3-0 wins against Sunderland, dude. And feeling really great, man, since January 1. I see here you added to the doc. 6 Premier League games, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Hey, that's not that bad at the end of the day.
Not that bad. That's in the league. That run of games, what did we have? Did we have 2 draws and 1 loss? Like, those were like lumped together, I believe. Like, we kind of had a not great run, but then you throw in those cup games from January 1, 11 games total, 8 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. The cup games, I mean, that's where we find ourselves, man.
Cup games have been great for reintroducing players to the squad. They've been really great for giving others a little bit of a rotation, a little bit of a rest. And they've been superb for just the vibes around the club, right? Like, you clinch your spot going to a final. Yeah, I think the team starts to believe a little bit. The players start to come out a little bit. The way they were celebrating after that Chelsea game, like just the players themselves, you can go on and on about who cares about the Carabao Cup, who doesn't. I don't know. We seem pretty fucking pumped about it.
Buzzing. I mean, the stadium was buzzing. The players were buzzing. The celebrations were great. How many years? I mean, how many years has it been since we've made a final, let alone
6?
win something, right? Right? I mean, we're talking about Obama blood clot young since we made a final. It's been a long time. You join this club to get trophies, right? At this point with Mikel Arteta, you're joining to finally do something in your career. Declan Rice, let's get it, right? Let's get it. Ben White, let's get it. Saka, let's get it. They joined the club for these reasons. We're finally even if it's the Carabao Cup final, bro, I don't care. Everyone's going to, Mickey Mouse, all that, tin pot. I don't care. I want to win.
Absolutely, dude. Well, I think overall the energy is pretty good going into this week. We do have a midweek game against Brentford. We can get to that towards the end of the pod. We usually like to have some player chats here too, but before that, maybe we should just talk a little bit about how that Sunderland game went overall. Do you have any key points about that game to call out?
Number 29. Kai Havertz is back, okay? Starting lineup comes out. Saka's out. Nani in. Okay, we love it. Trossard on my left wing. Jesus up top. I think it's an interesting front line. The one who makes it work is Kai Havertz. And I'm not even trying to put out anyone that plays that position, aka our captain or anything, but Kai Havertz just brings something that we've been missing, man. He's quick going forward. He makes good runs. He presses well. He links up play. Excellent. You got those 2 dudes, Zubimendi and Rice, holding it down. And Kai Havertz is able to kind of float. Leo Trossard floating around, just here, there, everywhere. So yeah, that was my impression yesterday. There was a little bit of freedom, I think. A little bit of freedom.
A little bit of freedom and a little bit of just fucking shoot. I thought that was the message yesterday, dude, watching that Sunderland game. Hey, man, we already know how they're going to be set up. Remember how Trossard scored against them the first time we played them. get the ball to the wingers, push him backwards, set it, tee it up, top of the box, let's rip it. And we did, and it was freaking amazing, dude. But Kai Havertz, wow, let's do it. Let's talk about him, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? King Kai, dude? No one else is like him, bro. I think the beauty of this summer was that, like, we had to go and sign Gyökeres for a lot of people to understand just how good Kai Havertz is.
The best thing about, I think, seeing them two on the field together right now is there might be a partnership there. It seems like the willingness to work together between them two is actually pretty great, just for seeing it 3 games maybe. Like, Gyökeres knows he's going to give me the ball. Like, this dude is willing to pass me the ball. I'm all for it. I mean, what else can you say about Kai? It's almost like this thing where I feel like it's a revelation. Like, he's been missing all season. He comes in, balls are going forward. Right? We're retaining possession through him. He's getting up and winning aerial duels, elbowing dudes in the head. Where has that been at? Where has that been?
Dude, the aerial duels, that's the one thing that has been standing out to me. I'm watching this player like win headers, and a lot of times I'm watching 14, and he's like fighting for space for those aerial battles. How many times have we seen a long ball from the goalkeeper, and you've got Gyökeres and their center backs fighting, and the ball bounces, like neither one wins it? That's so weird to me. That's always been so weird to me, dude. Now when Kai Havertz is playing, we're like winning the fucking ball.
Yeah, he got that dog in him. What do you think about like the 4-2-2, 4-4-2 setup, the 4-2-4? Like Havertz is obviously playing up top with Gyökeres, like defensively in that defensive line. Do you like the look?
I've really enjoyed the change-up that Mikel has been putting out there. Some of it is maybe by design. Some of it is just maybe the way that the cards are working out right now, with Saka being out, with Odegaard being out. But I feel like ultimately a lot of this does go down to the midfield, where we've had this conversation about the 3 in the middle. And a lot of times I've said like Zubimendi and Rice together feels a little redundant, but maybe I've just been looking at it the wrong way. Maybe it's just because Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard is a little bit redundant. Like 3 of them is a little bit redundant, dude.
Yeah. It is funny how, like, I guess that's come full circle. Havertz is showing we need someone to play a little bit higher to connect with the striker. To me, like, someone needs to connect those 3 dudes in the front, our front line, and he's playing a little bit higher. And it just seems like it's working right now. The flow is a lot better with those other 3 in the midfield, Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi. It seemed like, we're all controlled. We're sitting back, picking balls off our back line to go forward. We need someone just ahead of them, right? And Zubimendi and Rice can control the midfield, no problem. They looked together. I mean, they're excellent, right? I don't think them 2 alone, I don't know if a lot of midfields are going to be able to get past those 2.
Well, that's very interesting. This goes back to something we've talked about before here on this podcast, is that when you've got Jurriën Timber, Richie Calafiori, Big Gabby, Saliba in your back line, your wingers don't need to come back and double. And this is kind of the same thing now, where it's like, hey, maybe when you've got Rice and Zubimendi, that's enough in the middle. Just maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be interested to see when Odegaard comes back, if he's able to take a higher position. I assume that's instructions. I don't know if they're saying Havertz take up the higher position, or if that's just how he is. Like, that's instinctively how he wants to play. But of the 3, if we're talking about Odegaard in that midfield, he's the one that's going to have to play higher. So I'm interested to see when he comes back what the move is.
Yeah, sometimes maybe as fans, we tend to just look at things very like one or the other. It's like we're looking for Odegaard to also come back and now do the thing that Havertz was doing. But it's like, I don't know if that's going to be happening, right? I'm looking at it a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe the fact that Havertz is just having such an incredible return and the football is looking so fluid, it's not just because he's playing higher. He's going to the wing, dude. He's ending up at left wing. He's ending up at right wing. He's overlapping areas that, like, you don't even see Odegaard ever. You don't see Eze ever. The way he's just connecting with the way he reads the game, dude. Like, I'm telling you, man, when I'm watching this team, the first person that I'm picking for a 5-a-side is Kai Havertz. I want to play with that guy.
Someone has to have the free-flowing role. And I think that was what we assumed Eze would be. Like, given freedom to have, like, a free-flowing role. Odegaard is not a free-flowing guy. Like, I think he's very consistent. He's very structured. He's very measured. He's a very measured player. Eze's not like that. He's the flair type. He's a moments player. Whereas Kai Havertz, sure, he's a 9 that can play in the midfield. He could play on the left. Havertz is a guy that can... I mean, he played left back for Germany. He can play anywhere. He can do it all.
He did play left back.
Yeah. So, like, the freedom to, hey, you got Zubamendi, you got Rice behind you. You got Saliba, Big Gabby behind you. Go play. Like, just go find yourself. We were talking about Leo Trossard ending up on the right wing yesterday. The free-flowing ball, man. Total football. Get it in.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. There's definitely been a little bit of a message of, like, there is space there. There is a lot of space out there. You just have to find it. And Havertz seems to find the space a lot. And look, at the same time, I go back to the last time we recorded. We sat here, I looked you dead in the eyes, and I said, all this chatter about Jesus or Gyökeres, I don't care. Give me King Kai. And it's the same thing today, dude. After watching him, he's the one I want to play up top. Like, I'm still thinking about how does Odegaard get back in the team. I'm still looking at how does Eze get into the team. Ooh. For me, Kai Havertz is the starting 9 in a cup final, dude.
Interesting. I'm going to have to back Gyökeres here for the first time this season. I'm going to back him, back against the wall. I'm going to come out claws like a cat. He has 6 goals in all comps since January 1st. He is our leading goal and assist this season in all comps, tied with Leo. He has 15. Kai comes back. He seems like he's hot right now. Gyökeres seems like he's hot right now. I'll go ahead and say that. Is he the best player I've ever seen? Absolutely not. He's absolutely not the best player I've ever seen. But you buy a dude to score goals. By definition, he is scoring goals right now. For me, he is the guy that I want up top.
I do feel like recently I've heard a lot of talking points around, like, Gyökeres is coming good. There were a lot of people who were questioning him in November. A lot of people questioning him December. But he's coming good now that it matters. He is scoring the goals. And I hear those arguments. Except you're overlooking, like, well, what has changed? Like, we are scoring goals on counterattacks. The last couple of games, we have had a 4th goal, a 3rd goal that has come from a counterattack. We have had situations where both Jesus and Gyökeres, they've come off the bench and they've scored. They've done really well coming off the bench and contributing against those tired legs. It's a little bit different. So I still am giving the nod to Havertz for me as at 9. I'm still also looking and saying Kai Havertz has been back for 4 games. He's already assisted Gyökeres twice. So, like, I am also looking at those arguments, you know, like, hey, Saka, you're not passing. Hey, Odegaard, you're not passing. Some things are starting to make a little bit of sense. How come Havertz is getting 2 assists already?
Yeah. That's the damning thing to me, is that he's getting these opportunities because this guy's now on the field, willing to make that pass, willing to play the through ball, things like that. Like, cup final, man. Obviously, I have to see Odegaard and Havertz play again. We know they have a good partnership. We know that. Odegaard just hasn't been having a good season, man. I just can't look past that right now. He just hasn't had a good season. I don't know. I don't know where to go. I kind of feel like Havertz is the guy to play in the midfield right now.
We had a long talk about Martin Odegaard, I think, before we went off air for a little bit here. And I'm a little sad that he's getting sacrificed for Kai Havertz to be getting these minutes. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm more sad by how our fan base has this tendency to, like, really turn on our own players a little bit. I was watching the cup game when we clinched our spot in the final for the Carabao, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking, like, I think our fan base would be upset if Odegaard lifted the trophy.
You truly feel like that?
Don't you think that? I was literally thinking everyone's so mad at Martin Odegaard. They don't want him to be the captain. Some of them don't want to see him ever play. And it's one of those things where it's like he does get subbed off during games a lot. If it is a cup final, if he's not playing 120 minutes, let's say, and he's subbed off, traditionally it's still whoever started the game as the captain that like lifts the trophy. But I kind of think like our fan base would be upset if Odegaard is lifting the trophy, dude.
That is so Arsenal.
Isn't that sad, dude?
I didn't even have that thought. But that is so Arsenal, of course. There's always something with us. There is always something. There's always something to be dramatic about. Yeah, I could actually see that happening.
I can already see the post, dude. Can't believe this guy is fucking lifting the trophy. Like, fans just being so upset at him, dude. I can totally see, like, it would probably spoil the fact that we won a trophy for some people, just watching him be the one who lifts it and everyone celebrate around him. So it makes me super sad because ultimately at the end of the day, I still think there's a great player in there. There is some things tactically that we need to figure out. I don't know what the instructions were in the beginning of this season with the three of them playing in the middle. Maybe there were instructions that Odegaard drop deeper, get the ball, orchestrate things. I don't know. I'm not in that room. But for us to be treating him like just a use, like the way they were talking about him, Steven, for a little bit, I literally thought they were talking about Fabio Vieira. Some of this fan base, they were talking about Martin Odegaard. Like, it's Martin Odegaard, brother. Relax,
Hey, I think if you're a regular listener, we're not counting the captain out. We love him. There is something that's not completely right. And it's probably with the midfield as a whole, right? You're talking about he's the one having to be sacrificed. That's just the way it goes, right? Zubamendi and Rice are playing really, really well. You got to pick the odd man out, and it's kind of sad that it is him. But right now, if it was between Marino, Rice, and Odegaard, I think you'd choose Marino, right? When you upgrade to Zubamendi, and Zubamendi's putting out great performances week in, week out, Odegaard's the odd man out. It's nice that we have a little refresher here maybe for a few games. You get Kai out there. Teams will figure it out, right? You get the tape. We always talk about they'll get the tape. They'll realize Kai Havertz, kind of the tendencies, blah, blah, blah. Odegaard can come back in. Maybe he can watch the tape as well and try something else, try something different. I'm not counting him out.
Yeah. Don't count him out yet, dude. Don't count him out yet. And look, I'll be honest with you. I have really enjoyed Big Gabby wearing the captain's armband. The campaign started as soon as last season ended, and it is continuing on. I want to see more of it. I'm at a point now that, like, I'm thinking if and when Saka comes back, if Odegaard is still not in and you're slotting Saka right in, I don't want to see Saka wearing the captain's armband. I think some of his struggles this season also have to do with that he's been wearing the captain's armband more. But maybe I'm the odd man out saying that.
Man, if it was me, I'd choose Big Gabby. The emotional leader is Big Gabby. I don't think there's any denying that. If I would go back to the beginning of the season, it's Big Gabby for me. He should be wearing the armband. Odegaard was voted by the team. That's fine. Saka, who knows why he's second. That's obviously it's fine. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be in the running for it. But from my perspective, as a fan, third party to the situation, Big Gabby is my own personal captain.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And I really think it helps Saka. We've talked about him being selfish a little bit. Our stance on it. But I do think he tries a little bit too much when he is also wearing the captain's armband. So I don't want to see it as much. I want to see Big Gabby continue to wear it throughout the rest of the season. And when Odegaard comes back, we'll see. We'll see how he gets back into the team. A player who has made his way into the team due to some of his injuries has also been our one to watch, Noni Madueke.
Headband Noni. Funny moment yesterday when he went up against Broby and the headband went over his eyes.
I didn't see it.
Headband Noni went blind for a second. Interesting the last few weeks. I would say interesting. It is not the drop off of last season when you're missing Saka. Definitely not the same drop off. But Nani is he's an interesting player, man. I can't get a very good read on him. He's very hot and cold. He seems like you either get a great performance with a lot of misses, or you get a bad performance with a lot of misses.
But in both situations, there will be chances. There will be chances.
Say that.
And dude,
he will create things.
He had one shot that I saw. I think it's still coming down 2 weeks later. I think that ball is still coming down, brother. But I've enjoyed his time so far. I think he's done really well on the corner kicks. It's fascinating how good he is at like set pieces, but not so much when he's dribbling and shooting. But the touches, dude, the sauce, dude. Oh my God. Some of the first touches that he's pulled out. Oof.
He's not the same caliber as Saka, and I was getting frustrated yesterday, man. The tendency to go right. It's Timber. It's Kai Havertz technically playing the right 8, but not actually playing right 8. And Nani. It's like, why are we continuing to feed him when Trossard's having a hell of a game? You got Calafiori, Rice, and Leo Trossard over there. Why aren't we going left more? Like the fact that we kept going out to him, I don't think he's the kind of guy that can control a game like Saka, right? What you're talking about. I think he's a moments player. He's going to create. Nani's going to create some stuff every game. He's faster than people. He's got great ball skills. But he's not the kind of guy that can like control the pace, get off crosses whenever he wants, right? It's onesies and twosies. It's like, we need to stop going right. Give it to my boy, Leo.
Dude, that's so fascinating. That is so fascinating. You think back to how many times this season, what's like people's beef with Odegaard is that it's always going down to right. That's like their one thing with Odegaard. He wasn't fucking playing, bro. We're still going down the right-hand side. So, like, something's not adding up there. I don't know what it is. But Leandro Trossard, man, oof. I'm watching him right now, Steven. He didn't have the best game against Manchester United. I was pretty upset with him, actually, in that game. But against Sunderland, against some of the other teams recently, just this season overall, I really feel like he is playing like a player that deserves to lift the trophy at the end of it all.
He's playing like a player that deserved a pay raise. He got the pay raise, and I think he's making good on that. Whatever that discussion was behind the scenes, he is making good on that pay raise. Excellent yesterday. First 5 minutes, he's on the right wing. He's up top. He's in the midfield. I was like, oh, he's here to play. Like, you can tell when Leo Trossard like shows up, like in that moody, he's a little moody or whatever. Like yesterday was one of those days. Like he is going to do something. He obviously got the assist for the first goal. Just a layoff, but he did get the assist, so I'll take it.
Yeah, you want to talk about that first goal, by the way? You want to talk about this guy, Martin Zubimendi, dude? We've had some weird chatter about him throughout the season, and I got to put my hand up and say one of the things that I got absolutely wrong during the preseason was when we were doing those over-unders, and I told you under 2 goals for Martin Zubimendi, and I am so sorry, my G. I'm sorry. Hands up.
Shoot. Dude a shooter? Like he might just be a shooter. I mean, that was a beautiful one. He obviously has a great head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited going forward. It just seems so apparent to me that him and Rice can just play together. Like
just the two of them.
We just need the two. Yeah, like we just need the two. It almost like changes everything for me. If we can get someone up higher up the pitch to work with, Gyökeres isn't the guy that can hold space. We know that. Jesus isn't a guy that you can expect to. He can bang bodies and stuff, but he needs someone to play off of as well. If Kai Havertz is up top and he gets to play with Odegaard right by him, I mean, good night, right? Good night, all these other teams. Just them two alone, man. It's incredible. Zubimendi's playing fantastic, and I don't think we need to say anything about Declan Rice. I mean, there's nothing to say. He is the best. He is the best midfielder in the league, and it's not even close.
I can't believe what I'm seeing from Declan Rice, dude. That game against Sunderland, the number of interceptions, dude. How is he doing that? It's so clean,
go Inspector
dude.
Gadget.
It's so clean, dude. Like, the ladies there, all right, I'll cut it off. You need a couple of tackles against Chelsea. He was putting in some tackles and then, like, super composed, just passing it backwards. Like, it's all good, dude. I cleaned this up. Don't worry about it, boys. So good, dude.
I mean, that shot that he had yesterday that just went wide.
Oh, yeah.
So he's the first one that was like, let's just shoot. Let's see what happens. Let's shoot. That Chelsea game, the cup game, incredible. Just incredible. We have Moises Caicedo out there. Everyone likes to big up him for some reason. It's like for me, it's levels. He is by far, I don't know who the close. I don't even know who the closest second would be. Maybe people like to give Enzo Fernandez a shout because he scores goals. But like for me, Declan Rice gets into everybody's team, no doubt.
Easily, dude. Easily. Everywhere. Even abroad, dude. Even abroad. Trust me. You've seen it in the Champions League. Call them boys in Madrid. They'll tell you about it.
World 11. Here we come.
Dude, yeah. No, it's super exciting, dude. It's super exciting. I think energy is really good, like I said. I don't know. Is there any other player to give a shout out to? I guess Mikel Merino. Super sad about what's happened to him. But, I mean, what a team player, dude. What a team player. When you're down in the dumps and you need a striker, he's there. When you need a creative player, he's there. When you need to just change things up, you got to get Kai Havertz into the team. It's like, all right, I'll break my foot. I'll step out for a second. You go ahead, manager. Experiment. It's fine.
I got a quick one for you. Or maybe it won't be quick. We'll see. Let's talk about Saka. And I know he's picked up this little injury, so we haven't seen him the past 2 games. Nani's doing okay without the 2 games without Saka. How many goals have we scored?
7?
We've scored 7 goals in 2 games without Saka.
That's kind of weird, huh?
That's kind of weird. I'm not trying to start an agenda. I'm not trying to like throw shade or anything like that. But we had this Odegaard thing, like, oh, we always go right. Odegaard loves just passing it to Saka, right? Get the passes into Saka. I find it interesting that he's not playing and the goals are flowing in. Is it because of Kai Havertz? We obviously bigged up Kai Havertz. Do you have any feeling on that?
I shared a sentiment that some things aren't adding up. I don't know, chat. I'm looking at the equation, and some things are just not adding up, dude. Victor Gyökeres scoring goals. Midfield, playing free-flowing football. The team in general, going forward. Creating chances. Have we looked a little shaky in the back? Yeah, sure. But these 2 players have nothing to fucking do with that, right? So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kai, dude, I'm like so obsessed with Kai Havertz. He's just on top of mind, brother. Just rent-free, my G. But Saka, I don't know, man. These last few games, has it felt like a drop-off? I don't even think you can say it's been a drop-off.
I don't think you can. The dependency on him is just a lot. I think we depend on him too much. That's what I would say. Without him, there is maybe a more willingness to play other directions, play Gyökeres through the middle, play Jesus is starting there, play him. I don't know what it is, but I think it is pretty damning to say we've scored 7 goals in 2 games. And like Sunderland's not a rollover team, right? Like that first half, they really try to battle with us. They really did. They try to stick in that game. It is interesting though, man. I've been honest for almost like 2 months now. I'd say since January. I've been like, man, Saka's numbers aren't great. I don't think he's playing badly, but for being the guy, for being the guy on a title, we're trying to win a title and he's the one you look at, that's not great. Like he needs to be putting in some numbers for us. I don't know, man. Interesting.
Yeah. No, it's not great. It's not great because he has had chances too. They just haven't really fallen in, right? So that doesn't really help. He's also had chances where you've felt like maybe he should pass it, and that hasn't been great either. And now that he's out, things are flowing. I still think he gets right back into the team when he's back, right? That's not 100%. Really an issue, but it's more about like the bigger narrative. And I also think these are 2 players who have been under the Mikel Arteta regime for like 3 to 5 years each, basically. And maybe they do have a tendency to play within the defined box that their manager has put out there. And I don't think Noni Madueke knows the fucking game plan. But like I like watching him play.
That's crazy.
I like watching him play, dude.
That's crazy. I'm glad you said that. As soon as Saka's back, he's back in my team. All right. I'm not here to dog. I always just bring up these points of like, it is interesting. No reason to dog Saka. But I think there's very, very much something to say of the pacing of the team, the movement, the creativity. Like, we needed to change, right? We always say we're kind of like stagnant. We're just not, it's not flowing. Oh, the things just aren't flowing. Well, maybe part of that flow is that we always go out to him because we don't have any other ideas. And you have to rely on Trossard to do stuff. You have to rely on Rice and Zubamendi to start taking long shots. You have to rely on Gyökeres to run through somebody's body to get to a ball. It's like maybe there's other components there where we're like, hey, Saka, maybe we're not going to play you the ball 50 times a game. Maybe we'll give you 25, and that'll keep the defenders not prepared for him, right? I don't know. It's just, I think that right there is one to watch.
Yeah, 100%. And look, there's always some positivity when a player goes out of the squad and then comes back into it. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I would say my honorable mention for this podcast is a player who in the last 2-3 weeks, I mean, Martinelli Hive, dude. I gotta be honest with you. Rise the fuck up, bro. Rise up, Martinelli Hive, dude.
You know what? You gotta bring Martinelli up because we'll dog this dude. We dog him. You know what? He is my super sub. He is my super sub.
Hey, common sense footballing pod, dude. I got to keep the conversation honest, okay? And ultimately, Gabriel Martinelli, recently, I've enjoyed what you're putting out there, dude. The goal that Kai Havertz scored against Chelsea, the run that he made for it. I don't think it was talked about enough. But I really, really enjoyed it, dude. He created that entire opening for Kai Havertz to just round the goalkeeper. The pass to Victor Gyökeres. I am willing to bet you a good amount of money that the Gabriel Martinelli of just 6 months ago is not passing that fucking ball, dude.
You know what's funny about that one? Who did he take that? Gyökeres was going to score a goal. It might have been the Champions League game, the last Champions League game that we played, and the ball was tapped in, and then Gyökeres got onto it, and then Martinelli tapped it in. I think it was going in. I don't think you could see him apologize, like say something to Gyökeres, like, oh, my bad. So then this game's like, I owe you one goal. This is it. I'm never doing it again. I don't have this in my locker, but you got to give Martinelli a shout out. I will still say I don't want to see him starting games. But give him to me off the bench. Give him minutes off the bench, and he will produce. Respect Kai Havertz. Respect Martinelli. Martinelli Hive, rise up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta keep it honest, dude. You already know. All right. Are there any other players that we need to give a shout out to? I mean, I know Richie Calafiori was back. Maybe the first time we've seen him in like a couple of months. Will we see him again? I don't know.
I hope so. He looked rusty yesterday.
Oh yeah.
He looked pretty rusty. Hincapié came in. I'm good with them rotating. Hincapié, I trust him 100%. Go ahead and rotate. I'm interested. You're one to watch. Ben White has not been getting any minutes. What's up with that?
I don't know. Recently, he's been kind of out of the squad, but to be fair, I mean, he just likes Timber more. It seems like this season it was pretty clear Timber was the starting right back, and going back to game management, I don't know. Have there been situations again where I felt like, hey, could we just bring Ben back in for like 15, 20 minutes here? Absolutely. But am I beating a dead horse over there? I think so. So what's the fucking point?
Absolutely. It was end of the game. We're up. Zubamendi, Rice, Timber still on the field. It's like, that's kind of an interesting one. Mikel, what do you like? I would love to be in the conversation to figure out what they're talking about. It's 3-0. You got these two center mids that play almost every game, 90 minutes. Why not? Why not give them a rest? And he's probably like, well, they can do it. It doesn't matter. They can do it. Hey, if we fall off the tracks, you know where to look. We all know where to point. That's it.
Yeah, it's, he just opens himself up to that conversation. I'm still shocked that I'm not seeing more of Christian Norgard, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I want to see more of Christian Norgard. I do. And you know what? Another honorable mention, Kepa. I thought Kepa has done really well in the Carabao Cup, and I hope he plays in the final of that cup. I don't know if you feel otherwise about it.
I think he will play in the cup final. It almost feels like just the right thing to do. He's brought us through the entire competition. Any other cup final, he's not playing, but he's brought us to this point, and he actually has been playing really well. The first leg of the Chelsea game that was away, he was a little bit shaky, I thought, at least to start the game. But that home leg, he was excellent. I mean, he released, what do you have, that release for Martinelli, like 2 balls? I was like, damn, I thought that was David Raya back there. He's kicking the damn thing.
I know the releases have been good. The passing has been also good with his feet, and they're really the only thing that's suspect about him is corners and set pieces.
Yeah.
But funny enough, dude, David Raya against Sunderland, woof. I don't know. He had a couple of drops too, so maybe it's a tough one. Do you rest him or not? Because he seems to be coming back a little rusty.
Yeah, that drop at the beginning of the game was bad. I don't have any other shout outs. The one shout out that I will give is J. Cole, new album, The Fall Off. We love it. Hour and 40 minutes, really long. All right. You probably could have released 2 albums. That's just a suggestion I have. But, shout out J. Cole.
Steven, I've really been wondering the last 48 hours, like, is the world ending? Like, is this it? Is this the end of the world where Arsenal are 8 games unbeaten in the Champions League, top of the table in Europe, top of the table in England, going for a quadruple? Kai Havertz is playing. J. Cole is dropping music after like 10 years of not releasing an album. Is this it? And am I happy if this is it? I think so. I think so, dude.
Going out on top. We are going out on top.
Absolutely, man. All right. Well, looking ahead, kind of a busy week coming up. We've got Brentford on Thursday. There's actually games starting on Tuesday this week. For anyone who likes to play fantasy Premier League, make sure you set your squad. Last stretch here. But then we're looking at the FA Cup at the weekend on Sunday. So we've got Brentford away in the league and then Wigan at home on Sunday. How are you feeling about these two?
Feeling good. The Wigan game, obviously we're looking for the rotation piece. Because after Wigan, the following week, we play on a Wednesday.
I think we're the only team that plays
midweek?
The week after. Yeah.
Oh, wow. 3 straight away games in the league. So away to Brentford, home versus Wigan in the Cup, and then away to Wolves, away to Tottenham. That's the remaining games in February. Oof. I don't know, man. It has to be 9 points for me there. Brentford, have to beat them. We can. Wolves, that has to be a win. I don't care. Has to be a win. And then Tottenham, always kind of a weird one to go into, especially away. Always weird. I expect a penalty for Tottenham, but it has to be 9 points.
Matt, you're getting so ahead of you as if like we're not going to record again for a month, but
you never know around here. You never know around in these parts, bro.
We really might not. So make sure you're subscribed, okay? But Brentford, I'm looking forward to. Good team, dude. Again, like Sunderland, they're having a really good season, maybe unexpected by some. And at the weekend, I think they were losing and they had a huge comeback. So we know what they'll be all about. We did totally crush them at the home game, I believe. So I'm excited for it. Hey, maybe Norgard homecoming. Maybe he'll get some time there, but doesn't really matter who we put out there. The way this team is flowing right now, I agree with you. At least both of these games coming up, Brentford and Wigan, easy wins. I'm expecting 3-0 in both of them, and then some.
I can see this playing really well in this Brentford game. I expect pretty heavy rotation versus Wigan. Again, I mean, we're playing 4 games to the end of the month. It's already the 8th of February. 20 days? Less than 20 days. The game's on the 22nd. And we're looking 2 weeks. We got 4 games. That's a lot of football, man. A lot of football. So big rotation against Wigan.
That would be nice. I do really want to win in that FA Cup game, to be honest with you. I've enjoyed the Cup games, and hopefully the runs will continue in them. In the league, obviously, 6 points ahead of City, 9 points ahead of Aston Villa. They dropped points this weekend too. So things are all falling into pieces, man. I'm just so excited.
So we got Thursday, then we're going to expect heavy rotation Sunday versus Wigan. The age-old question, give me that starting 11, baby. Who you got? Who's on your team sheet?
Well, I think you play the same team that you just played at the weekend, right? We are in run it back mode, my G.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Run it the fuck back, baby.
It's time. It's that time. Run it back, and then we'll try our best to get behind the mic and put some more positive energy out there, man. It's been working. The world has been needing it, dude. They've been asking for it.
So I'm going to put up did you say 3-0? You expected 3-0?
Both games. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 versus Brentford. And I'm going to go 28. I'm going to go 28-24 in the Super Bowl Seahawks. Just put that on the record as well.
Dude, I thought you were going to say like 28-1 against Wigan, bro. You had me going there.
I'm not that crazy.
That's
not
good.
That out of pocket.
That's good punditry, dude. Good punditry, my guy. All right, man. Anything else you want to get on the pod?
I am good. Hopefully we're not back in 4 games. Maybe we can actually hit another record. So
yeah. Maybe we'll release back to back. You never know. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the games, and we will see you on the other side.
Be easy.